This video has absolutely nothing to do with horses. But look at these guys, Icelandic ponies. What is going on with this weather? This is absolutely shocking. I was in this same nature reserve this time, like almost exactly this time last year. And there was snow everywhere and it was deep and I had to have like my massive winter coat. This is it, look. It's just muddy, wet, disgusting. It's like the middle of January and the spring flowers are starting to bloom. I just can't deal with it. I'm just grumpy because like the past few winters have been my first proper winters, you know, real snow. And now it just feels like Sweden's taking it away from me. Anyway, grump over. Welcome to another episode of Becoming Swedish. Happy New Year. God fortsättning. I think I can still say that. I'm always a bit confused how long you can say that. First Becoming Swedish vlog of 2020. And it's been a little while since we talked, so I thought I'm out on this walk. Let's have a little heart-to-heart and I'll catch you up with what's been going on behind the scenes of Becoming Swedish. So the first thing I wanted to tell you about today is I've written a book. I've written a Becoming Swedish book about these crazy bucket list adventures I've been on over the past year. The book's coming out on the 3rd of April, which just happens to be my birthday. So if you're thinking about buying me a birthday present, maybe you can buy my book instead. That'd be nice, no? Anyway, I've just finished the first draft. Finishing the first draft kind of feels like, you know, when you climb a mountain and you get to the top and you go, oh, this wasn't the top. There's like 2 more summits to go. Everything is going to be ready and cool and dandy. You're going to be able to buy it on the 3rd of April. And I can't wait. So with that first draft now finished and the major piece of work of the book hopefully out the way, I'm turning back to you guys, the vlog. I know I've neglected you a little bit, but in 2020 my plan is to be a bit more consistent with my uploads. So the plan is in 2020 to have a brand new video every Sunday. I'm going to keep it up as long as I can, but make sure you subscribe so you can see that in your feed. I've still got loads of videos from my Becoming Swedish adventure from the past year, so you're going to be seeing those. I started last week. You might have seen it with part of my mini series from up in Lapland, where there's a video about, what is the video about? Lapland looking at midnight sun last year. If you haven't seen that video, I'm going to link it up there, and I'm going to be continuing my Lapland series over the next few weeks. Also, don't let anybody tell you you can't parent and vlog at the same time. I can confirm that like this pushchair makes like a really good camera holder. It's also a good dolly as well, you know, if you want to get some smooth slow motion shots. So the next thing I wanted to tell you about was, do you remember last year and I did this vlog about me being in a TV series, and I could basically tell you nothing about it because everything was shrouded in secrecy. Just arriving on set now. Got my outfit and my makeup on, and it's confirmed I can basically tell you nothing about what's going to happen today. Well, now the series has been on TV, I can tell you anything you want to know. So I played a very small extra background part in the filming of Tori Sventon, and reading Tori Sventon was on my Becoming Swedish bucket list. I wasn't exactly recruited for my acting skills, I was actually recruited for my car. They wanted to use my car on set because the scene was set in London. After I offered my car, they said, hey, we've had somebody dropped out. Do you have these clothes size and maybe you want to be in it as well? I was like, yeah, sure. It was a long day. It was a cold day because my costume was pajamas and some Wellington boots. And basically it was outside most of the day. And all the other experienced extras, they brought some nice warm clothes, but I did not. So anyway, they've now showed the scene. And what was super confusing was like, I was only in a couple of scenes, like right at the back. So I had no idea what was going on. So I had no idea when I was going to appear in the series. So I just had to watch the whole thing. But here you can see me in the background. And I think at the time I was trying to eat grass. And then in this scene, a guy gets in my face and irritates me. And I can tell you that was not acting there. The guy was actually irritating me. He got properly in my face. He knew what he was doing. I'm gonna link the whole episode in the description below. So if you're interested in watching, you can. Whole thing's in Swedish, but you know, it's a kid show. You watch it, you'll figure out the plot pretty easily. It's so well made. In fact, what's super bizarre for me, the episode I'm in, because it's set in London, all the characters are still speaking Swedish, but they're speaking Swedish with a British accent.
Och Uncle Dave med sina glappande löständer, han sitter inte bredvid mig.
Margaret och Dave.
Maybe that's what I sound like in Swedish. I don't know. It sounded a bit irritating. I don't know if I sound like that in Swedish. If you've ever heard me speak Swedish on like one of these videos, let me know in the description below, and then maybe I can work on a better Swedish accent. Hang on, I have to push this thing up a hill now. Oh, pushing one-handed and vlogging one-handed, not a good idea. Oh, anyway, that's pretty much all I have to say today. This is your quick January 2020 Becoming Swedish update. Book coming 3rd of April. Thomas in Tödesväntan TV show, link in the description below. More vlogs coming every Sunday. Make sure to subscribe. I'm gonna need to sit down after this. Whew. See you next Sunday.